Hello everyone, this is Sala and you're learning JavaScript on Smart Code. So this is our tutorial number 27 on JavaScript, and in this tutorial we will cover split method. Split is a string method and it's very useful. So let's now see how do we work with strings split method. A split method divides a string into many substrings based on provided delimiter, and then it returns an array of substrings. Now, array can be a new concept to you if you are new to programming, but if you have programmed before, then you know how do we deal with array. But you don't need to worry. I will give you an introduction of array so that you understand the use of split method, and we will cover array in detail in our future tutorial. Arrays are extremely useful data collection, right? Now, I've also set up some strings in the program. In the first string, we have names separated by commas. In the second one, names are separated by a single white space. In the third one, we have numbers separated by colons. And our final string looks a normal string and containing a single word. Now, one thing is worth noticing here. Each of the string is a single string object. We have commas in the string, but it's a single object. And if you cancel log, for example, this variable, you will get the whole string in the output. Now, delimiter is a character that you pass to the split function as parameter, and then the split method divides a string into many substrings based on the provided delimiter. Now, in this string, you can easily guess what would be the delimiter character, and it would be a comma, right? So if I provide a comma as delimiter here, so the split method divides this entire string into six substrings as we have six names here. So the return value is not a single string object. The return value consists of six different string objects, and that's why it returns an array, because an array is a collection. So let's first apply split method to this string and provide comma as delimiter. So the split method is applied and delimiter is a comma. So now the string is divided into six different substrings, and this variable is an array. It's holding six different substrings. Now, how do an array hold many values and how do we can access each of them? You can easily understand with the help of the diagram that you see on the screen. An array is a collection, and that means it can store many values, and each value in the array has its own index value, and index value starts always from 0. So the first value in the array has always index 0 until unless you change the default mechanism, and the second value gets an index 1, and it goes on up till the entire length of the array. Now, these index values are actually addresses to the values we have in the array. Now, let's say I want to read the second value in the array, which is John. So we first write the name of the array followed by index value. As we are trying to access John, so the index value should be 1. So this is how we access an individual value in an array, and you can access all the valid values just by specifying the right index. So that was a short introduction on array, and more will come in the future tutorials. Let's now go back to the code and do some experiments. Now in the console, I'm going to log this variable to see what we have inside. Now here you see the evidence. Our variable is an array and it has six values or components that you see right here. And in the leftmost column, you see indexes assigned to each value. And you will also notice a single string object is now divided into six different parts. So this is how split works, right? And if I want to read any value, I will specify its index. Let's say I want to read Alice, so I will use index 5 to reach out the Alice in the array. Now look at the second string that we have in our program. This is a single string and I can break it down into 6 different substrings by specifying the space as delimiter. So I can code like, right? So the space character is gonna act as divider and you will get the same result here as we got here, right? And you can divide this string into different chunks just by specifying colon as delimiter. So do it by yourself and you can do it now. And finally, you can also divide an entire string into characters. And in this case, you will pass an empty string to the split method. Let's say we have this string hello which consists of 5 characters. We can divide this string into characters by using the split method and passing an empty string as delimiter, right? So we will get an array of characters. And here you see in the output, the entire string is divided into its characters. So this is how we work and use split method in JavaScript. And now we have covered useful string methods. In our next part, we will look template string. And that will be the final tutorial on string data type. I will see you in the next tutorial and thanks for watching.